Hey, boys and girls. Okay, so we left off in the last video on bubble 4 of lesson 2, the intro to HTML. I'm picking up on bubble 5 now, which is super easy. It's just a video. So you would, of course, play it, you would watch, you'd pay attention, make sure you're listening. And when you're done with the video, you will click continue. Okay? Sometimes we'll be doing stuff like I'll be having informal quizzes or asking questions during class, but a lot of the time you're going to be on your own and pacing yourself. So let's go on. Let's click continue. We'll go to part 6. Remember, I'm here to help you do these lessons, okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to help you do these, okay? So I realized that it's still loading the work that I had done last year. So just erased it real quick. So anyway, remember the instructions, top left, you have help and tips there, but let's read through and see if we can make sense of this. When you start any web lab project, it'll automatically add these tags to your project. Okay, when you add content, you'll do it between the body tags. Okay, so all of our content is going to go right here between lines 5 and 7. So that's where the blinking cursor is. That's where we would start typing. That's where we would start adding images when we know how to do that. Remember, all your content has to go inside the body after the opening body tag and before the closing body tag. Okay, that's real important. Okay, now it says write 3 separate sentences about any topic you like inside the body of your web page. Okay, that means literally any 3 sentences you want. Make sure they're school appropriate. Okay, so I could say very simply, hi, my name is Eric Anderson. I teach. You can write whatever you want, right? I'm just writing something. I teach computer science. I like teaching. So there, 3 sentences. And you can see now that my refresh and save is working automatically. You can see the sentences appearing over in the preview. Cool. So it says hit refresh and save if you don't see the changes in the preview area, but I do. And then remember, anything that says compare work with the neighbor or discuss with a partner, we're not really doing. So it says make sure you're placing code in the same place. So as long as you're doing it like I'm doing it, I'll be your partner. I'll be your partner today, okay? So as long as you put your text in between the 2 body tags and you can see it in the preview, great job. You're done. This is part 6. Let's move on. Part 7. Let's see what it says. All right, it says instructions. By the way, look up in the upper right-hand corner. We have what is a paragraph element and how do I make multiple paragraphs. So these are more helping tips you have, and I want you to read through those, okay? But let's read through this part over here. It says the tags for paragraph look like this. It's opening and closing, okay? Can you guys see that? Yeah. The start and end tags, okay? That's how you create paragraphs. That's how you create one section of text and then another section of text and then another section of text below that. Otherwise, it would just look like it did in my last bubble where the text just kept going across the screen and then it wrapped around and then it kept going across the screen. So it'll look like one continuous line of words unless you use paragraph tags to separate your text into paragraphs. Okay? So look what it says. Do this. Place the text you just wrote inside at least 2 separate paragraphs by surrounding it with p tags, or paragraph tags. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to come down here into my code. Now I want you to watch also the preview at the same time. If I start at the very beginning and put a paragraph tag there, and then I close it, don't forget it's the slash, right? Like that. Now look what it did in the preview. Now, this part right here is in its own paragraph, right? If I turn the inspector on, if I hover right here, you can see that the part I just put inside paragraph tags now is on its own line, it's its own paragraph, okay? So notice if I come down here in the workspace, right here, and I hit return, and I try to create a paragraph, that doesn't create the paragraph. Only the tags create the paragraph. We got that? The tags create the paragraph. So how would I put my last sentence in its own paragraph? Okay, well, first of all, let's put this one in a paragraph. Let's put all of them inside paragraph tags. Okay, And you can see what it's done already. It's put every line on its own, in its own paragraph. Boom, just like that. Now, my code looks good. There are no pink highlighted areas of tags. Okay, if the tags turn pink, it means you have an error somewhere. Okay, so remember that. And then look at my preview. It looks really nice. You can see that each one of my sentences is in its own paragraph because it's surrounded by paragraph tags. Cool. Let's go to the last lesson. Remember, you need to click the orange button. Don't do it like I'm doing it. I just can't see, I can't get to, well, I guess I could get to the orange button right down there, but I want you guys definitely to clicking the orange button when you're done, okay? So let's just go straight to the do this section. It says fix the broken code so that the web page displays correctly. Okay. So it says this simple web page has some issues which are preventing the content from being displayed correctly. So let's look at this. I'm going to drag this up a little bit. So it says this sentence should be on its own. So should this one. What's wrong with this sentence? So let's look at the code, okay? Well, you can see we have an opening paragraph tag in line 6, but it doesn't close until after the second sentence. But we want to take that and put it right there, don't we? And then we also want a paragraph tag right here. Now, not as you move on, boys and girls, not every single line that you write needs to be in its own paragraph. It's just the parts. Oh, and look what else is happening here. See this pink mark around line 9 right here? That means we have an error somewhere in the body. And you can see where it is right here. We have that slash is not where it belongs. Right there. It should be right here. And you can see clearly that corrected what's wrong with our website. Now every sentence is on its own. And then this one said, what's wrong with this sentence? What was wrong was that the tags weren't written correctly, but now they are. And now that pink mark around line 9 has gone away, just like magic. All right, let me know if you have any questions. You can always ask me in class or send me an email. That's it for lesson 2. Let's move on to lesson 3. I'll see you in the next video, okay? See ya.